Welcome to the spooky Halloween season. You will now witness the top 10 Halloween movies of all time. When it comes to Halloween, nothing puts you in the spooky mood faster than a classic horror movie. There's something about turning the lights down low and watching a film that has your heart racing. Your mind checking all the shadows for threats and your body jumping off the couch at every loud noise. Number 10. Eli. Eli is a 2019 American horror film, directed by Saren Foy. Eli was produced by Paramount Pictures, Midfilms, and Bellevue Productions, and was released on October 18, 2019 by Netflix. Eli Miller is a young boy suffering from a rare disease that causes severe allergic reactions to the outdoors, forcing him to live his life in protective gear.
You are sicker than you realize.
Eli befriends Haley, a young girl with whom he speaks through a large window in the house's first floor. She is the only person who believes his claims that the house is haunted. She tells him none of the other patients Horn treated left the facility, implying that they died. Eli discovers the word lie is actually the inverted number 317, the passcode to Horn's office. When he investigates the office, he finds Horn's records of past patients, showing that all of them were killed by the third and final treatment. Number 9. The Nun. The Nun is a 2018 American Gothic supernatural horror film directed by Corin Hardy and written by Gary Dauberman. When a young nun at a cloistered abbey in Romania takes her own life, a priest with a haunted past and a novitiate on the threshold of her final vows are sent by the Vatican to investigate. Together they uncover the order's unholy secret. Risking not only their lives but their faith and their very souls, they confront a malevolent force in the form of the same demonic nun that first terrorized audiences in The Conjuring 2. As the abbey becomes a horrific battleground between the living and the damned. The Nun was released in the United States on September 7, 2018 by Warner Bros. Pictures. It grossed $365 million worldwide, becoming the highest-grossing film of the series. Number 8. Sinister 2. Sinister 2 is a 2015 supernatural horror film, directed by Saren Foy and written by Scott Derrickson and C. Robert Cargill, serving as a sequel to the 2012 film Sinister. After a second family moves into a remote house, next to an old church where graphic and gruesome murders took place. Courtney Collins and her two sons, Zach and Dylan, all not only have to avoid their violently abusive dad and husband, but also have to battle an evil force that lies within the very house they moved into. With the help of an ex-deputy, they will attempt to race against time to stop the evil forces of the sinister Bughuul. The film received positive reviews. The film grossed over $150 million against its reported budget of $10 million. Number 7. Us. Us is a 2019 American horror film written and directed by Jordan Peele. Accompanied by her husband, son, and daughter, Adelaide Wilson returns to the beachfront home, where she grew up as a child. Haunted by a traumatic experience from the past, Adelaide grows increasingly concerned that something bad is going to happen. Her worst fears soon become a reality when four masked strangers descend upon the house, forcing the Wilsons into a fight for survival.
Exactly like us.
When the masks come off, the family is horrified to learn that each attacker takes the appearance of one of them. It was a critical and commercial success, grossing $255 million worldwide against a budget of $20 million. Number 6. Insidious. James Wan has already shown up higher on the list, but before he and Patrick Wilson made many movies. They worked together on this supernatural thriller about a young boy who falls into a coma and begins to channel a malevolent spirit. The bare bones of the story weren't the most groundbreaking.
I'm going to have to go to where it lives.
But frequent Wan collaborator Leigh Whannell infused it with a compelling enough mythology that it spawned 3 more installments. Wan also stated that Insidious was meant to be something of a corrective to the outright violence of Saw, which compelled him to craft something on a more spiritual level, and the end result is an effective chiller featuring what is frequently regarded one of the best jump scares ever put on screen. Number 5. The Ring. The Ring is a 2002 American supernatural horror film directed by Gore Verbinski from a screenplay by Aaron Kruger. The story of the movie is a mysterious videotape is killing off anyone who watches it. Whenever the victim watches it, the phone rings, telling them they have only 1 week to live. A young reporter named Rachel is investigating these events, but after she and her small son watch the tape, it becomes a race against time to find out why the tape is killing everyone and how it could be stopped. The film grossed over $249 million worldwide on a $48 million production budget, making it one of the highest-grossing horror remakes in 2002. Number 4. The Conjuring. The Conjuring is a 2013 American supernatural horror film directed by James Wan and written by Chad Hayes. Carolyn and Roger Perron move their family into a dilapidated Rhode Island farmhouse, and soon strange things start happening around it with escalating nightmarish terror. In desperation, Carolyn contacts the noted paranormal investigators.
That day, and that connection's still open.
Ed and Lorraine Warren to examine the house. What the Warrens discover is a whole area steeped in a satanic haunting that is now targeting the Perron family wherever they go. To stop this evil, the Warrens will have to call upon all their skills and spiritual strength to defeat this spectral menace at its source that threatens to destroy everyone involved. The Conjuring was released in the United States and Canada on July 19, 2013 by Warner Bros. Pictures and New Line Cinema. It grossed over $319 million worldwide against its $20 million budget. Number 3. The Conjuring 2. The Conjuring 2 is a 2016 American supernatural horror film directed by James Wan. Peggy Hodgson has financial difficulties to raise her children Margaret, Janet, Johnny, and Billy, since her husband has left her to live with a neighbor. When her daughter Janet sleepwalks and claims to talk to the spirit of an old man, Peggy does not believe in the beginning. But soon she witnesses supernatural phenomena in the house and concludes that Janet is possessed by a demon. Her neighbor and friends call the police, and the officers also see the mysterious event. One of them tells the local priest and the skeptical Anita Gregory to see whether it would be a hoax. They witness weird events, but they do not conclude it is true. The film received generally positive reviews from critics and grossed over $320 million worldwide. Number 2. The Exorcism of Emily Rose. Moore is prosecuted for the wrongful death of a girl thought to be demonically possessed because he administered the church-sanctioned exorcism that ultimately killed her. Prosecuting attorney Ethan Thomas contends that the young woman Emily suffered from schizophrenia and should have been medically diagnosed. Meanwhile, defense lawyer Aaron Bruner argues that Emily's condition cannot be explained by science alone. Number 1. It is a 2017 American supernatural horror film directed by Andy Muschietti and written by Chase Palmer, Cary Fukunaga, and Gary Dauberman. The fear of clowns is a very real thing, even if it's become so commonplace to announce it that it feels disingenuous. If you needed any further evidence, we direct you to the box office haul of 2017's. The movie is based on the Stephen King novel It. The story of the movie is about 7 young outcasts in Derry, Maine, who are about to face their worst nightmare, an ancient, shape-shifting evil that emerges from the sewer every 27 years to prey on the town's children. Banding together throughout one horrifying summer, the friends must overcome their fears to battle the murderous, bloodthirsty clown Pennywise. The film set numerous box office records and grossed over $701 million worldwide, becoming the highest-grossing rated film of all time. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe our YouTube channel and turn on bell notifications so you don't miss any videos. Thanks for watching.